Join our hosts as they step aboard the Avid 23 FS Magnum, an aluminum bay boat designed with plenty of style and functionality. The Avid 23 FS Magnum has an overall length of 22 feet 7 inches, a beam of 8 feet 5 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 250. Built for handling chop and floating shallow, she has a draft of 12 inches, a 13 to 45 degree variable dead rise, a weight of 1,634 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 42 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts.
Guys, today we're on the Avid 23 FS Magnum. Now this is a brand new company, and I'm already seeing things on this aluminum boat that I've never seen on an aluminum boat before.
Okay, Lori, I've been following this company for a bit now, and Rick, I've had the pleasure of running this thing for a while this morning already. I'm getting ready to turn the wheel over to you. You're in for a treat.
I've been waiting for my chance. I can tell you, I've seen what they call the Avid Advantage. There's advantages to this aluminum boat that the market hasn't seen yet. We're going to start showing it to them today. The Avid 23 FS Magnum does a beautiful job at just about erasing the line between fiberglass and aluminum boats. And most people's preconceived bias against aluminum hulls is just plain wrong.
Avid Boats introduces their line to us with the flagship model, their 23 FS Magnum, and it didn't take us long to realize this boat was a breed apart and featured some smartly designed and solidly engineered unique qualities. The construction process Avid is using is a step away from the typical aluminum boat fabrication method. For starters, all of the dead space located throughout the fore and aft decks, along with airspace between the actual cockpit deck and the hull bottom, and the interior liner walls between the interior and outer hull sides, are all injected with marine-grade closed-cell foam. This foam, in addition to adding flotation, also forms a very effective sound barrier. The resulting effect is a very solid feeling and quiet ride, especially when you're running in any kind of chop or sea conditions, which we saw firsthand on our test day.
I've been on aluminum boats before now, so I've got a little bit more experience. And I will say this one rode very quiet and she was very stable.
The running surface on the Avid is really tilted towards the performance design hulls you'd see on a more traditional bass boat that's intended to run really fast and get you to the spot first. The 23 certainly lives up to the mark here with a ProMaster pad hull design and lifting strakes. This model came equipped with a 250 horse Yamaha Show motor and was impossibly quick out of the hole. Acceleration right through the power band was lightning fast, and we were easily able to motivate her into the mid-50s without any precise attempts at trimming the engine or adjusting the jack plate whatsoever. Another feature worth noting that changes the deck layout nicely is the way Avid has installed their fuel cell underfoot rather than within an elevated rear platform, which is a more common method. By eliminating the fuel tank above the deck height and placing it below your feet, the 23 FS Mag gains an open cockpit space behind the helm leaning post to stand behind that also frees up space to add a drink cooler underneath the rocket launcher.
The bow is lined with SeaDek padding, which is great on your feet. And there are cup holders in front of the rod locker storage on your port and starboard side, along with a 100-quart fish box and a large storage compartment. The transom had a large casting deck with SeaDek and 2 flip-up jump seats with a 21-gallon live well in between.
She had a very nice rocket launcher with a great helm bench facing a perfect-sized fiberglass center console with a toe kick that provided a ton of room to pass the console.
The seat in front of the console was on top of a 13-gallon live well. You don't have to run all the way to the back of the boat to get your bait. You have everything you need right there. The headrest in front of the console also had a nice surprise. It flips down and gives you a tackle tray storage area.
Now, a 12-inch draft is pretty much unheard of for a heavier fiberglass boat, and there was zero sign of the hull slap that the old-style aluminum boats were known for. There are just so many reasons that the Avid 23 Magnum is blowing up what we thought we knew about aluminum boats. Just think, whoever saw an aluminum boat with an insulated fiberglass fish and drink boxes?
Avid is a young company with an eye towards bringing something both unique and practical to the saltwater market. Coming off a very successful first year of production, their plan to introduce new models going forward indicates this design concept is here to stay, and we'll likely be seeing more aluminum sport models in the saltwater long into the future.
I always question why you don't see more aluminum boats out here on the salt water. Well, now I really want to know why we don't.
I 100% agree with you, Lori. In fact, I really enjoyed spending the day on this boat. In fact, I got a chance to talk with Jeff Riggins from the company, and they've got a lot of really exciting things coming down the pipeline for this company. But right off the bat, I really enjoyed, there's so many innovations on this boat that I've never seen on a boat like this before. It's a really cool boat.
You're both absolutely right. It is a really cool boat. Nothing about it looks or feels aluminum. But I'm going to tell you right now, if the Avid FS23 Magnum has anything to say about it, the saltwater in Florida is in for an aluminum revolution.